mindfulness, an expression which gets thrown around without any real understanding what it is these days. And in this video, I'd like to share with you not only the difference between being mindful and mindful, but also what most teachings about mindfulness is missing. The added ingredient within not only being mindful, but being able to be unconditional and show yourself an unconditional love and acceptance within being able to be mindful of what you experience. First of all, welcome to the channel. My name is Kane Stromberg, the Cosmic Surfer, and it is my honour and privilege to bring you the information that I have gone about collecting and experiencing through my life's events so far, as well as that gifted to me by Source. My passion and purpose is to inspire you to empower yourself, to create a world of true equality for all, through the empowerment and freedom that starts with you. As you continue to do the work, as you continue to heal yourself, you continue to create a world of more blissful, free and joyful experience for everybody else around you that will ripple across the entire universe. As you continue to expand your consciousness, you cause the very expansion of the universe itself, as the universe must expand to house your expanded self. So please ensure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button and share this powerful truth with everybody that it may assist. Mindfulness versus mindfulness. View yourself for a moment as a body containing energy, just as a vessel that contains water. Whatever you place water into, it becomes. Place it in a cup, it becomes the cup. In the ocean, it is the ocean. In a fishbowl, it is the fishbowl. Energy within you is you, but you are not confined or defined by your body, or even the thoughts or emotions that you experience within it. You are the unconditional and eternal aspect of self that is the universe, that is the essence of God. Breathing in this truth centers and grounds you back to it and allows you a realization that it is all perfect, or it would not be. So to be mindful, as so many people are these days, is likened to that fishbowl with a fish swimming into it and becoming stuck within it. So view that fishbowl within the ocean itself, your mind within the collective energetic embodiment of everything else. If you view yourself and believe yourself to be separate, then whatever fish comes in, whatever thought enters your mind, you will attach ownership to. You will defy or condemn yourself for having, and you will believe yourself to be limited to, or that it defines you, or that it is true. You may then hold judgment upon yourself. You may go about trying to deny it or defy it. You may try to attack the person that has made you have that thought, or that has entered that information or given you that information. But in truth, every event, every piece of information, every experience is there to learn and to grow from. So, with that view of separation, as each fish swims into the bowl, you attach ownership to it, and you then defy and classify that fish as being yours, as having an expression of self, as being part of your truth, of who you are, for defying you and your role, your egoic view of yourself and place within the world. So the more fish that swim in, the more thoughts you have, the more want to control certain situations or overcome certain limitations or future events, and the want to control them through the state of fear, which creates a feeling of anxiety, etc., etc. Then feeling anxious about feeling anxious, feeling guilty about feeling anxious about feeling guilty, and so on. And each one of these thoughts, each one of these fish that swim into the bowl, each one that you attach ownership to and grasp at with a want to change or control or come about a more beneficial conclusion through the focus and analysing of it, you attach to it, to the point where your fishbowl becomes so full that you can't even see which fish it is that you're looking into the bowl to try to see. You're looking for that fish from last Tuesday that was to do with the discussion you had with a colleague or your boss or your lover or your children, and you remember it. You remember the emotional feeling of it, and you're trying to define what it is to actually come to a conclusion and a understanding of it. But you can't see it. You can't see the wood through the trees. You can't see that individual fish because it is so overrun with all others. And then every time something new enters, it attaches to the feelings of old. And you then go about trying to remove the fish, condemning yourself for having the fish, the thoughts, and actually becoming more snagged on them, as though you have then gone about creating a link between every one of them, creating it more difficult to actually separate from them. So, how do we go about freeing ourselves from this? We become mindful. We know that the thoughts we have are just thoughts, that they are not your thoughts, they do not condemn you. So for a moment, just think about this. Your subconscious mind runs up to 95% of your life. It does so through programs that you have had installed upon you through past events and learnings, ones which the subconscious mind experienced over and over again and then took to be factually true. Who beats your heart? Who pumps the blood around your body? Who breathes in and out for you when you are unaware of all these processes taking place? Your body does. So to be mindful of a single breath in and out, you're becoming aware of the body. So if you're aware of your body and your subconscious mind, which runs the programs which run your body, then you're becoming aware of yourself from a higher level of perception, realizing that you are not confined to this body. Have you ever had a thought and another person has had that exact same thought? That you have experienced something in a moment together where you've come to the same realization? Have you ever entered a room and had it feel as though you have been repulsed by the energy in the room, that it is feeling limited and constrictive? And have you ever been somewhere else, such as music event, where everybody is there on the same vibrational frequency? They're all there expansively, freely to enjoy what is happening. And just for a moment, go back to feelings and events of old where you felt free, where you felt limitless, where you felt connected to everybody else. That truth is because you are free, limitless, and connected to everybody else. It's just the illusion of separation which brings about that separation or illusion. So, allowing a thought, allowing the fish to swim in, knowing there is no separation, that it can swim into the fishbowl and back out into the ocean again, that you don't have to attach to it, you don't have to define it as you or classify yourself in any sort of way because of having had that thought or experienced it. Then you can allow for one to swim in and to swim out. actually analysing the fish from an alternative and higher perspective, going, that's interesting. I wonder why that fish has just swum in. I wonder what it is here to teach me, or how I can actually learn or grow from having experienced that fish. As you would view another person and their situational events or experiences they have, and you would go, interesting. I can see why they got angry at that situation, but I can also see that it was unnecessary and that there was a more optimal and beneficial outcome or conclusion that they could have come to. View yourself in this same way. Do not condemn yourself for any sort of fish which swims in or out, because all fish deserve to experience life, to be accepted for their aspectual role within the collective of life, and to be accepted as such, to have acceptance, compassion, and unconditional love shone upon them. Some fish are more beautiful than others within the egoic concept of it. Some fish bring you more of a physical or internal pleasure or joy, whereas others seem a bit darker and a bit more oppressive. Yet if you focus and attach to that darkness with a want to control it or defy it or remove it, then you have done just that, attached to it, and there it will remain in that fishbowl. Allow it to swim through. Just as you cannot control the clouds. Sometimes they're white and fluffy and look like butterflies and bunny rabbits. Other times they are dark and menacing and howls lightning and thunder. Yet they are both just clouds. You cannot control the clouds. Trying to control the clouds will only create suffering. Allowing for acceptance of the clouds, the different roles that they play, knowing that just as it is required for the sun to shine to grow a plant, it is also required for the rain to actually allow that plant to grow. And without the complete experience of life, it would not be life. Trying to defy any aspect of it is defying reality as it is. So the added ingredient. And if you have got this far, thank you for who you are and for your continued journey, dedication and commitment to not only yourself but everybody else, as it is you that is liberating and freeing and creating the world of tomorrow. And as I'm sure you're actually aware, if you are at this point in the video, the most important person in the entire universe that has or ever will exist is you. Because without you, the universe would not exist for you to experience. There would be no contextual experience of the universe. There would be no growth, expansion, or enjoyment for you to experience. So, do the work. Put yourself in a position where you are able to experience that unconditional love flowing through you, and then overflow it to everybody else. The work that I do fills me up, and I just overflow that love and that expression of self onto everybody else. When I get to a place where I've not been doing the work, as we all go about the cycles and the ups and downs of existence, but by surfing those waves of existence, we always stay above the waters and able to enjoy the experience of what it is. But those moments that I do become in a lower place, less attached to the truth of who I am and source, as with the duality of this reality, I accept it for what it is. And if I give from myself as opposed to channeling through from source, then I become drained. And then I'm useless to not only myself but everybody else. But in truth, these moments are also required to bring about learnings that I could only experience from that level of existence. What we can see from here and experience is different to what we can see and experience from here, and they are all required, or they'd not be so. So the added element, the added ingredient is kindfulness. To be mindful is great. to be kindful, just as my teacher once taught me, is true liberation and freedom. To be able to be mindful of a thought that comes in, you're being mindful of it, but you may still actually analyze it with a want to condemn it or deny it. To be kind to yourself for having those thoughts, to be kind to yourself, your past self, for everything you went about doing and experiencing, to be kind to everybody else and everything that they have brought you the ability to learn and to grow from, is true. Is true unconditional compassion for yourself and everybody else. Add kindness to it. Oh, look at that. That's an interesting fish. Oh, look, it's trying to actually eat the other fish. It's trying to now attack the other fish. What if I'm kind to the fish? What if I give it some food and allow for its existence instead of trying to condemn it? Oh, look. It's no longer dark. It's no longer a part of me that I'm trying to deny or defy. By being acceptant and compassionate to myself, with full acceptance of everything that is existing within me and that I have experienced, I can then go about accepting everybody else. It's not their fault. They don't know what they do. It's their programs. It wasn't my fault. I didn't know what I was doing. It was my programs. Yet now I exist in a state of complete ownership of who I am, fully embodying the creator being that I am. I'm not subjected to anything outside me, as I create it all from within me. I am a universal being with unlimited power and knowledge at my disposal. The universe is abundant, and I am the universe. My time, energy, knowledge, passion, wisdom, and love are priceless, as am I in all ways. I exist in a state of excellence in all I do. So all I do is excellent. Full stop, underline, next chapter. What story, what character will you continue to write, to cast yourself within this game, within this play of life? And as I said, thank you for who you are and for all you do. Please ensure that you have subscribed to the channel, that you've hit the notification button, and that you share this and all the other expansive, educational, informational, and liberating, transcendental and transformational videos with as many people as you feel guided to do. We have a Patreon section, a Patreon page within the website. Please, if you feel guided to support the cause, plant that seed, and together we will grow it to create a world of true equality for all. It is my passion and purpose to create a world of true equality. And it all starts with the empowerment of yourself. By me inspiring you, I empower you for a day. By teaching you how to inspire yourself, I empower you for life. I am my own source of inspiration, as I have come from a place of limitation, victimhood, anger, and denial, to a place of realization, self-activation, freedom, joy, and abundance in all ways. I am living my greatest life, as I am living in alignment with my truest self, and it is my gift to bring you the information to do so yourself. Now and forever, we are in this together. United we stand, and together we rise. Grand rising, all you beautiful souls, you beautiful cosmic surfers. Continue to surf those waves of existence. And until next time, I love you unconditionally and eternally. Namaste.